I'm Devorah Wallen, and I'd like to share my tea for two, my Torah thought for 2 minutes, more or less. This week is Parshas Devorim, which means words, referring to the beginning of the Parsha, where it says, "These are the words that Moses addressed all of Israel." These words, although spoken as gently as possible, are really words of rebuke, as Moshe chronicles the trails, trials, and travails of the Jewish people post-Egypt. Many reminders of sad occurrences are reviewed here in our portion. Our Parsha is a reminder of the many disappointing things we did in not trusting Hashem or Moshe, his faithful servant. It is during this very tragic time for Moshe as well as the Jewish people that we are reminded of our various historic faux pas, including the negative report of the spies who entered the land of Canaan and could only focus on the negative aspects of what they saw. We believe there are slanderous reports, but Hashem was disappointed with us, not trusting his promise that we would enter the promised land. The only ones who brought a positive report were Kalev and Yoshua. They were rewarded. Because of our negative attitude, Hashem kept us wandering circuitously for many days. In the spirit of the portion, the month of Av began this week. Regarding the solemn month, the Talmud tractate Tainus says, "When Av enters, we diminish in joy." A month of mourning for the Jewish people, Av marks many historical occurrences, but especially Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av. It seems that the 9th of Av is like a node in time, punctuating communal mourning and pain that is recurrent in our history. According to the Kabbalah, each moment, every day, month, and year has a unique energetic quality and influence, an energetic flow called mazel or mazal, literally a flow from above. Etymologically, the modern word nozelet means a flowing or runny nose. The mazel of Av is downcast. Joshua, Yoshua, who will lead the Jewish people into Israel, is enjoined by Moshe not to be fearful of the battles he will face. Moshe says, "And I commanded Yoshua at this time, saying, Your eyes have seen all that the Lord your God has done to these two kings. So will the Lord do to all of the kingdoms through which you will pass. Do not fear them. It is the Lord your God who is fighting for you." From this, we can learn the basic Torah principle of looking at things from a positive perspective and trusting. We see the negative outcome for those who focused on the negative versus those who were trusting and faithful. As we mentioned, our Parsha contains significant rebuke to the Jewish people about our behaviors in the wilderness. The Torah gives us opportunities to change and return to our prior status, to do teshuvah. We are all given free will to choose. It is not by coincidence that Parshas Devorim falls during this time of mourning, the weeks preceding Tisha B'Av. This is the energetic flow into the world that provides us with the capacity to spring from this low state to a great elevation. As we have learned in recent installments, Yerida Zu L'Tzorach Aliyah. This descent is for an ultimate ascent of a higher caliber. Just as God took us out from slavery to receive the Torah, and then from the desert to the promised land, we will soon leave the darkness of exile, revealing the hidden light that is ready to be extracted right from the darkness itself.